Shashwat.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are from Haryana.
Right, ma'am.
What is the sex ratio of Haryana?
Ma'am, 2011 census pegged it at 879.
And what do you think about it?
It's a very sad situation, to say the least. But that being said, ma'am, we just crossed 900 according to local estimates, local surveys that was done by Government of Haryana. So there is a promising picture with better education, with more awareness spread and more women entering conventionally male-dominated fields. So we are seeing an uptick there.
Okay. So if you are posted as DM of a district where you see that sex ratio is very bad.
Right.
So what steps can you take? Suggest something innovative, 1 or 2 steps.
I believe that this whole dismal situation, it begins in the whole household of a woman itself. So first we need to spread social awareness, and my solution would also be along those lines. We should celebrate the birth of daughters, because if the birth is celebrated, it was actually witnessed in a few villages where the elected women representatives, they started distributing sweets, planting trees, etc. when women were born. And one of the villages by the name of Chapar in Haryana, there we actually saw much big rise in the sex ratio at birth due to celebration of birth of the girl child. So I believe, ma'am, something along those lines would be a very good medium. Secondly, ma'am, since I come from a sports background, I believe sports not just creates physical fitness but mental toughness as well. And as we promote more sports for women, that would in turn flow back some kind of awareness and sensitization that women also are very significant parts of the society in general.
Okay. Tell me, as a student of anthropology, what does Homo sapiens sapiens mean?
Right, ma'am. So we are divided so as to what to call our present generation as we exist. 2 schools of thoughts are there. First is Homo sapiens, second is Homo sapiens sapiens. So Homo sapiens as such is a larger genus in which we have some other similar fossil-based humans that were found. And Homo sapiens sapiens is just a more evolved version of that. So it just means a wise ape in general. So if you say that Homo sapien is a genus and Homo sapiens sapien is a species, that's a form of classification. But
Homos in itself is a genus.
Yes, but they try to sub-classify it into a more specific species known as...
But every genus is made genus because it has few species in it. But we are the only species in this genus.
Right. That is because we are the only surviving species. There were some kind of fossil humans that existed, such as Homo neanderthals, etc. So some
what could be the reason for this?
Sorry?
What can be the reason for this?
There is there's a debate in the scientific community regarding classification of the current fossils, and as more knowledge is keep coming, they keep reclassifying it and readjusting the research finds. So one school of thought said that Homo sapiens sapiens, that the current civilization is, that's how it should be classified, and there are more species in it. So
okay, so let's take a situation.
Yes.
So you are posted somewhere and you have to shell out some budget, and the budget is fixed, and you find in that particular organization that the pay of women is less than men.
Right.
And now you want to correct it because you want women to have the same pay as the men. But the budget is fixed, so you'll have to lay off some people who will. This will impact the families of those workers.
Right.
What will you do?
So is it a private corporation or is it a government corporation? Because it depends on the labor laws. How?
Government corporation.
Okay, right. Ma'am, in that case, I believe even our constitutional mandate, Article 39E, calls for equal parity of pay between men and women, provided they're doing the same stuff. So I would call for more funds so that at least they are brought at the same parity. I would seek mobilization of funds through various channels, if not through my parent ministry. I would tap into the MP Lads funds. I would tap into the local philanthropists to replenish the revenue pile through which those things can be done. If it is not possible legally, maybe, ma'am, I'll try to put some incentives, some work-based incentives, some extra allowances through which that gap should be fulfilled. But in the longer run, I would definitely try and call for a policy change at the higher levels.
Thank you.